This chat is not beating the allegations. Yeah, this is a very white chat.
The United
Xi Jinping has successfully carved out his fan base in America in Muscatine, Iowa.
never traveled beyond the United States when he was asked in January, would you like to go to China?
I was lucky I had my passport to go.
The invitation wasn't for a date in the distant future. Los and 24 other students from his high school had less than 10 days to commit to the trip and prepare to fly.
It was very spontaneous.
Spontaneous, but by no means an accident.
Oh, no.
In 1985, Sarah Landy hosted a group from China in Muscatine for several days on an agricultural research tour of the U.S. One of the participants was Xi Jinping, now president of the People's Republic of China. Landy helped organize his stay in Muscatine.
Good things happen when you're a good friend to people, I guess.
In 2012, Xi returned to Muscatine, visiting his old friends from Iowa in Landy's living room. Then, last November, Landy attended a dinner on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in San Francisco.
That's so sick.
In his remarks at the event, Xi expressed his
Muscatine, sister city, the Ramallah. Wait, really? No fucking way. Dude, all of my Iowa slander, I got to dial back a lot. We've covered this. When I first found out about Xi Jinping's soft spot for Iowa, I could not believe it. But goddamn, this shit's awesome.
desire to welcome thousands of American students to China, prompting Landy to follow up with a letter to her old friend.
And I got a reply to that letter and said, you know, I hope Muscatine can be part of this. So that probably was the incentive for this invite.
I feel so proud. President Xi recently attended a ribbon-cutting event at my dad's medical school in Guangzhou to introduce a new mobile clinic service for rural areas in the province.
Xi's offer of an all-expenses-paid trip to China came with few strings attached. The Muscatine students and staff spent 8 days visiting with local Chinese students, touring the Great Wall of China and other landmarks and cities, and participated in a conference for students.
Bro, this shit is fire. We should do more of this stuff, honestly. Combat xenophobia.
Learning the Mandarin language. Los says it was hard to find any sign of U.S.-China tensions.
You felt very special over there.
Actually, I'm very, very proud of them. Seems like they grow super fast in few days.
Heidi Kuo, originally from Taiwan, teaches Mandarin at Muscatine High School and accompanied the students to China. Of the many lessons they learned, she hopes one stands out.
The world is super big, not only us here. That is...
Oh, interesting. If you ask Redditors, though, Taiwanese people automatically hate fucking mainland China, right? Across the board. Interesting. Perhaps your opinion is a little bit shrouded by people that are super visible online, and in many instances, not even fucking Taiwanese. Like, even if you personally want, I mean, as far as my experience goes, I will say this much, as I have reiterated time and time again, I probably have more of a familial relationship with people from Taiwan than 98% of the fucking white Redditors that yell at me. But Taiwanese people still ultimately, many Taiwanese people still ultimately, one, have decent relations, work in mainland China, and also simultaneously, you know, still see themselves as Chinese. Even, dare I say, consider Chinese development to be an overall good thing. Like, that they're proud.
It's mind-blowing.
Ann Edkin grew up in Muscatine, a city of about 23,000 on the banks of the Mississippi River. She now teaches at Muscatine High School and was one of 4 staff who made the trip to China. The connection between her community and China's leader is a baffling but welcome relationship.
The fact that he came here, that's cool. But to have that ongoing relationship, and it's not just a blip, but it's a continuing relationship that makes it so unique and special.
As more students prepare for more trips to China, Landy's next goal is to encourage her old friend to return to Muscatine which she thinks is perfect for a future summit with U.S. President Joe Biden.
Muscatine would welcome it.
A potential venue could be the Muscatine home where she stayed in 1985.
The Sino-U.S. Friendship House, that's
Now
fire.
preserved
They
as a
kept
museum,
it intact.
mostly visited by Chinese tourists. Kane Fairbaugh, VOA News, Muscatine, Iowa.
Being politically opposed to certain developments, not liking China and Chinese prosperity. The election doesn't say anything against that. These exchange programs are super important in both directions. Meeting people is good. Yeah, except a lot of people literally think that, like, when someone says they're Taiwanese, that they just, like, have the same level of fucking brain rot, the unimaginable brain rot and xenophobia, which, of course, given that Taiwanese people are also Chinese, they will be victim to, and they understand that better than anybody else. They also recognize the many accomplishments, as far as I've seen, the many accomplishments that China has made in terms of development over the course of the past 3 decades, and they find understandable pride in that, especially considering that, you know, many Taiwanese people also work in China, in mainland China as well. But for many Redditors, many white Redditors and white defenders of American State Department interests, they ironically escalate xenophobia, which ends up harming Taiwanese people as well.